Ephesians 4 verse 26. Be angry, but do not sin. Waitangi Day is an occasion for both celebration and reflection. By embracing the spirit of the treaty and fostering unity, New Zealand continues to strive towards a future of harmony and shared understanding. I watched One Network News, and they had the celebrations at Waitangi, and there were a lot of angry people. Now, it's not for me in this sermon to speculate why they are angry. I'm not going to politicize the pulpit and talk about why they were angry. But as a church minister, it's heartbreaking because I know it happens in Samoa. People go to church angry. People go to whanua ringu'u angry. People go to bingo angry. And they're even more angry by the end of the night. They win nothing. But one of the enemies of Samoan society is that we are angry. Anger left untreated Samoa, it can turn into bitterness. And that is the crux of my sermon this evening. All of us are angry. Jesus was righteously angry. He was justified in his anger. We all know the story. He went to the temple and he drove the people out. Remember that story. He did not take a whip to the temple. He went with a good heart, but what he saw made him go back and then get the whip. I say that to my deacons. I don't come to Sunday with a whip. But if I see things that don't agree with me, then that's justified anger, righteous anger. But never let it be bitter. We try to be happy and joyful, and we sense a pervading sense of anger inside of the church. I'll speak of the church. You preach, and people say, well, Omi, too long. Someone walks past in high heels. Someone's baby cries, get them outside. So much anger, so much bitterness. Jesus said, if you are not right with your brother and your sister, leave your sacrifice at the door and go and reconcile. For the church is not for people who are angry and bitter. It is for people who can control their emotions and their anger. I always said to my church, the highest form of love for a Christian is forgiveness. You cannot say that you are a Christian, but you can't forgive people. The highest apex or form of love is your ability to forgive, to get rid of that anger. Love thy neighbor. Feed thy enemy. Love thy neighbor. That's a good one. Because you don't have a say who your neighbor is. Today, whoever sat next to you, love thy neighbor. It doesn't say, the Bible doesn't say, love your neighbor if they are good looking. Love your neighbor if they are Christian. It should not be qualified. Love thy neighbor. Lastly, Samoa, my prayer is that our anger and our bitterness carries on to our children. I see it in the villages. You'll finish battling one family and you tell your children, that's the family. You're continuing the intergenerational anger. This evening, I've brought this because I love the way the story ended on One Network News. It showed 3 children diving into the marina. I'm sure some of you saw it. And a couple who were having some kai. It was a really good moment. The innocence of children, happy, no anger, and our elders trying to do their best.
Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Siaosi Salesulu. That was a beautiful sermon as always. Your Highness,